Did you miss me? How you doing, Baba? Almighty Tevin here. It's been a while since I did a nice little update video on our buddy Dave. He's he hasn't had anything super horrible going on technically. Pretty much he got this new meme where he telling us that he got a huge issue, he might lose his house, but it has nothing to do with him, and it has nothing to do with the viewers. They're gonna get into that later in this video. This shouldn't be a long video. It's probably gonna be anyway though. Got some pre-stream, not pre-stream, some weekend preview nonsense we're gonna go through. First, we're gonna start off with the Patreon. Now, interesting thing about this Patreon is, oh, and if you're wondering why I'm doing this video today, I don't know when I'm uploading this. I might upload it tomorrow, which could be who you don't know when the fuck that is. But Cost Communications is terrible, so I couldn't stream today. So I'm doing a stupid DSP video, and it's been like a month since I did one anyway. I need to upload more on this channel. Nah. Anyway, what we have here is a very unique Patreon situation. So, okay, in September, since it's currently Woptober, by the way, we just started Woptober, it's very exciting. But since it's in September, Dave did a Patreon goal for him to wear a costume and play horror-themed games, marathon, as you see here, on his Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DarkSidePhil. If they hit the monthly funding goal, anyone who pledges $5 will be able to vote on horror-themed games. And as an added bonus, they'll be voting on the type/genre of Halloween costume. So it was a double goal. And there was a bunch of nonsense with this because at first, and there's proof of this shit. I don't know if I talked about it in the video. As a matter of fact, let's go on a field trip when we start this. I'm going to see if I can find it. I believe I know where I can go to find this, because this dude put way more effort in his videos than I do. I don't have a micro penis. Fucking micro penis. What a unique quote. Now they go back a few weeks to find this. It ought to be easy to find. Yeah, Patreon goal changes. This might be here. If it's not, then I'm going to say fuck it. But I think it might be here.
Nope.
I don't want to hear him talk about the hacking thing.
But we need a bunch of people to rally in these last few days if you guys want to see a Halloween horror marathon, alright?
Shit, this might not be it.
And by the way,
God damn it, Kojima. I'm not about to spend that much time on this shit. But Tevin, you could have looked this up ahead of time. Yeah, I know. I didn't think about it. I just thought about this part like just now. Fuck it. It might have been that video. But anyway, our buddy Dave, his Patreon goal was originally completely different. It was he was gonna do a marathon no matter what. It was either he was gonna do a marathon no matter what, or he was gonna dress up no matter what. I think it was a marathon no matter what. And if you pledge $5, you get to vote on the games. And if you beat the goal, if they beat the goal, then he dress up. And then a week and a half later, he changed it and made it completely different. It was like, oh no, I said it wrong. I messed up. I said it wrong. I didn't mean that. I meant it's a double goal. It would be stupid to do something for nothing. That's pretty much the point he was making. Everybody called him out on it. He just called them all trolls. And rinse and repeat. And he didn't hit the goal. He actually didn't hit the goal. He got like $900. And nothing. People got Gugats. They gave him $5 in September. They got fucking Gugats. It wasn't September. No, it was August. Yeah, it was August. I'm wrong. Yeah, it was August. So, because he wanted to get the money in August, and then he was going to look at costumes and do voting in September, and then buy it in October. Some goofy shit like that. Sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place in this video. So yeah, he got paid like $900 in August, didn't hit the goal, and was obligated to do nothing. He was gonna do nothing. He decides to redo the goal. So 2 months with the same goal, because his logic was new games are coming out and it's closer to Halloween, so maybe somebody's going to be more willing to pledge, which is terrible fucking logic. Because I don't know about you, but if I watch somebody on the internet play games and I don't like them enough to watch them when a new game not out, I'm not going to subscribe to their fucking Patreon. You do stuff like that to people you really, really like, or somebody you feel really bad for. You know, a dude that watches him just because he's playing a game that came out like 4 hours ago, they're not going to say, wow, this is some great gameplay. I should find this guy's Patreon and give him $5 so I can vote in 2 months. No, if anything, they would give him a $5 donation or send him 500 bits or like subscribe to him on Twitch or some shit. But that was his logic. So he redid the goal. He still wasn't going to hit it. And like 1, 2, 3, maybe less than 5 people definitely gave him a bunch of money at one time on Patreon. He hit the goal. All of those people immediately changed the amount they wanted to pledge, which is why it's $873. So he hit the goal, and they immediately took the pledges back so they wouldn't end up paying him twice by accident. So he got like $2,000 over the course of 2 months to wear a costume and play some horror games for 6 hours. Wonderful. Wonderful. He's running a great business. It's not a business anymore, by the way.
Or tipped me because August was the best.
Anyway, this is pre-stream September 3rd, 2017. Neck 2, Destiny 2, and more. Very exciting. Oh wow, I actually liked comments on this one. My Patreon goal was a complete failure last month. Better try it again this month. Yeah, can't wait to see it fail for 2 consecutive months. Yeah, it almost would have. Obviously, people don't give a shit. Go ahead and don't stream anything interested on Halloween, thereby denying yourself extra revenue. Smart business move. Business degree my ass. It doesn't count if you scribble the words business degree on college rule notebook paper. Yeah, that's the thing. He would get extra money just by dressing up in a costume and playing horror games for 6 hours. He's probably going to make the money back on a costume just doing that. So he got paid $2,000 to buy a costume that's probably going to cost less than $100, play some games that probably cost less than $50 combined. He's going to stream for 6 hours and probably make $300 on that stream. Because he take all of the money for these weird-ass goals and these repetitive goals, and then he monetize the shit that he got the money to do. It's kind of like if Kickstarter made you buy the game after you kickstarted it. Like you gave them $30 in the Kickstarter, and then when the game came out, they was like, okay, now the game costs $30. You got to buy it in, but it's cool. Because when he stream, he expects to get money for the stream that he got paid to do through Patreon. You know, if he get like low subs and bits and donations, I'm not going to call it tips for him because it's fucking corny to call it that. I know he called it that for like legal reasons, but nobody really cares. It's not that serious. If somebody corny enough to report him to the IRS because he called a tip or donation, then they can have fun. Anyway, I got a mouse thing. Yeah, I need this. But it's really weird. It's really weird. Like, hey, give me money to do this thing, and then while I'm doing the thing, I hope you give me more money.
Streaming month I ever had. In the month of August, no exaggeration, my streaming on Twitch not only was the best I ever did financially, but also it surpassed YouTube in what I made. So YouTube was okay, but Twitch was like nice, you know, firmly above. So that's awesome, and maybe people are just so into the streams now that they're like, Patreon, I don't really care about this upcoming event. I'd rather go on a stream and get a shout out on a stream. I get that, and I'm very appreciative of that, and I hope you enjoyed your shout.
I like how he thinks he's basically selling shout outs. I hope you enjoyed your shout out. I don't know if he thinks too highly of himself that he think people really are paying to get shout outs, Or he thinks so low of himself that people giving him money because they want to shout out on the stream with 300 people and not because they like him. It's very hard to tell. And his shout outs are garbage. Oh, thank you to Dick in My Ass for 10-bit charity, says, loving the gameplay, Phil. Are you going to be playing Battlegrounds? No, I'm not going to play it. What a great fucking shout out.
Shout outs and stuff, but if that's the case, that kind of.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Hitting the goals anymore. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
And I'm not lowering the pledge. I mean, I've always raised the $1,250 that I'm always looking for every month, and I'm not going to lower that amount. I'm going to keep it at that because that's the goal. It's the stretch goal, is to try to get it back to where it was.
That's the stretch goal. Does he know what a stretch goal is? It's not a stretch goal when that's literally your only goal. I was just on his fucking Patreon. He doesn't have a stretch goal. He has one goal. But this dude is so fucking greedy. Because I'm going into this a little bit. You might have not been around and you might have not paid attention then. But when DSP left Twitch, within 6 months, not even within 6 months, within like a quarter, a couple of pay periods, he went to Patreon. Because he was making probably like $1,000, maybe like $1,500 on Twitch. Because he did have like 200 something subs at his max. It's pretty reasonable money. And then the little bit of ad revenue money, the shit add up. Even if it's $5 a day, it should add up when you stream every fucking day. So he leave Twitch and then he can stream on YouTube, which is basically making him no money. And then out of nowhere, hey, I have a Patreon and I want $1,200 on this Patreon. I honestly believe if DSP would have never left Twitch, he would have never made a Patreon. Because that was like $1,200 to $1,500 he was getting on Twitch. And he realized that was gone and he needed a way to get that back. So then he started doing Patreon. But now he back on Twitch and he making a fucking bucket of money every month on Twitch, dude. Twitch partners get paid every 45 days. They get paid in the middle of the month. And I know when you see, I'm going to go into this a little bit too, because I'm a Twitch affiliate. You only get paid every 60 days if you're an affiliate, and you got to clear a certain amount of money. But it's every 45 days for partners, every 60 days for affiliates. But if you clear a certain amount of money every month, you get paid every month. So DSP getting paid by Twitch in the middle of every month. Like $3 fucking grand, $3, $4, $5,000. Legit. People have added these numbers up. I think this month he getting like $5 grand. Legit, like $5 fucking $1,000. Just from people subbing to him and sending bits. That's not counting the direct donations he get. So he making on Twitch now double, maybe even triple what he used to make on Twitch before he made his Patreon, that he only made after he left Twitch. And he wants the Patreon too. The Twitch is 100% fan funded. Well, no, I'm gonna say 96% fan funded. The rest is ad revenue. So you're getting $5 grand a month from your fans on Twitch, and you're getting an extra $1,000 a month on Patreon, and you getting like $1,400 or some shit on YouTube. Because he said in one of his pre-streams, because he's so specifically honest when it comes to the weirdest shit. He's like, oh, I'm gonna be honest here. I make more than $1,000 on YouTube. And then if you cross-reference and be really fucking autistic about it and cross-reference him saying that and the stuff he's been saying about Twitch, you can kind of narrow the numbers down. He make less than $2 grand a month on YouTube, but more than 1,000. So this dude, like 80% of his revenue is coming from viewers, like $6 grand a fucking month. And then he getting more than 1,000 a month on YouTube. And somehow he still sits up here and comes up with shit every month. And comes up with new fucking gimmicks every month. 2 months ago, he was saying he needed to get to September and he would have been all right. Now this month, he needs to get to the middle of October and he'll be all right. Last month, he said all of his bills. No, I think he might have said that shit today. Like this is like, yet again, too much fucking details. He was like, all of my bills clear in the beginning of the month. But last month, he said his bills cleared like 3 times during the month. And one Sunday, he even said he had a stack of bills he needed to pay. So this dude literally pays his bills all month, except for when they clear on the first of the month or in the beginning of the month. This is why he need to cut out them fucking pre-streams, dude. Because they do them pre-streams and say all of this dumb shit, and people like me that have way too much time on their hands, especially when they can't fucking stream, they like cross-reference all of this shit and make them look pretty bad, to be honest. So yeah, going by DSP logic and his fucking weird world he live in, bills clear at least 5 times a month, and apparently he has to pay. He pays everything he makes goes straight to the bills, except for when he like fucking buy pizza and PS3 controllers, no PS4 controllers. But then he comes on stream and say, I can't do this because I have no money. All of my money go to the bills. I don't know. He's a very weird individual.
All right. So one thing I could do is just say, okay, I know there was all these extenuating factors. Let's just do the Halloween goal again for September. And now that we're getting closer to Halloween, maybe now people will be more motivated to pledge to try to get a Halloween marathon going. In fact, someone already emailed me and said, Phil, are you going to do it again for September? Because if you so, I'll pledge $50 because I want to get this event going. I definitely want you to do a Halloween horror marathon. I love it when you do it. And basically, I went back to that person and said, hold off, don't pledge anything yet, because I don't want to tell you one thing and then it doesn't happen. I haven't decided yet. So that's one thing I could do, is just redo the Halloween goal and see if we hit it in September. Or I could do a totally new goal. Now, here's the things I'm not going to do. Can't do Patron's Choice because we're just starting a new Patron.
I talked about this a long ass time ago, about how unoriginal and fucking boring his Patreon shit is, because the dude has no talent. Let's be honest, he has no talent, and he can't put effort into anything. He has nothing he can do. All he can do is play games and do commentary, and he's not willing to do anything outside of that because he don't want to look stupid. I think somebody had asked him to do like a face paint stream or some shit one time, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not a clown, man." And another time, no, he said it was too hot or some shit. And another time, somebody asked him to do a shield stream. I can't think of the word for the life of me, but pretty much like streamers will do a thing and they'll be like, "Oh, if you sub, I'll draw whatever you want me to draw on my face, or I'll add 5 minutes to the time and I'll stream for 5 minutes longer for every 5 bits," or some weird shit like that. He didn't want to do that. "Oh, I don't do stuff like that, man. I'm a real gamer, man. I'm a gamer." You a gamer. Even though you never play games in your free time, you go downstairs and watch Netflix. And this is the information that he gives us. It's not like you got to dig this shit up. This is the stuff he tells us. And people like me can go back on the shit he said and then use it against him. And then you say we're trying to make him look bad. You can just not tell us this stuff. Like if I bought pizza every day and I knew people that like donated to me and shit and subbed to me on Twitch would not want me to spend the money that they give me on pizza every day, I don't think it would be very wise for me to come on stream and be like, "Hey, I bought some fucking pizza yesterday. Yeah, it was like $50, but it's cool because you guys send donations." That would not be a smart thing to do, Mr. Side. Well, Mr. Phil, as a matter of fact. Side is your middle name. That would not be a very smart thing to do. This is what he fucking does. He go on his stream and he talk about fucking Netflix and watching movies and shit. And then he follows up with that saying he doesn't have time. And then he follows up with that saying he doesn't have any money. And then he get like $100 donation and he say it's going to go to the bills. It's so many streamers that you can find. If you give them like $50, it'll change their fucking year. And they'll play all kind of amazing fucking indie games and shit, or they'll buy a really cool fucking AAA game. You get this dude $50, you're like, "Oh, let's go straight to the bills." And I can go into this all fucking day. This video already too long for this fucking part. I can go into this all day. Of course, DSP streams basically for a living, and no matter what, the money you give him is quote unquote gonna go to the bills. But you don't have to tell us that. We can fucking assume. You know? If you got a job, when you go to your 9 to 5 and you get your paycheck, do you fucking walk up to the manager and say, "Thanks for paying me, that's gonna go straight to the bills"? What else would it go to? When people get money, they spend it on bills or they spend it on stupid stuff or food. It's three things: bills, stupid stuff, and food. And I guess like car repairs or something like that. It's just kind of a disgusting thing in my opinion. I wouldn't want to give anybody money if they was talking on stream about how the money you give them is going to go to their bills. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But if it's something as mundane and boring as bills, like, nigga, I could spend that on my own fucking bills. I saw tweets earlier today saying that this dude make like fucking 80 grand a year. And how many of his viewers make 80 grand a year? Like probably 3? And when he talk about his bills, this is like, you got to really think about this. There's no way he paying $6,000-7,000 in bills a month. The dude doesn't live in a fucking mansion. What he paying his bills is really debt. So he throwing all his money. I'm pretending he telling the truth on all of this. If he telling the truth on all of this, basically he dumping all of his money on top of his debt, trying to pay his debt off, and he's never gonna pay it off. I don't think he is. It doesn't matter. You just say fuck it and live life how you want to live it. To be honest, just make sure you don't lose your house. But it seemed like he just kind of dumped all his money onto his debt. Therefore, he's begging for money every fucking day to pay debt, not to pay bills, to pay debt. It's a difference. If you owe the cable company $400, but you have to pay $200, $400 is not necessarily bills. You need to pay that $200 to keep your cable. Now, of course, if you don't pay that whole $400, you're gonna owe them $200 forever until you pay it. But you know, responsible people and irresponsible people handle it different ways. And I can't call him responsible because he's fucking not. Because if he was responsible, when he got out of debt, he wouldn't have went back in debt. You know how many people get out of debt in their life? Maybe 5%. He got out of debt and then moved across the country with a bitch that's not even with him anymore and went back in debt. And now he lives in a 3-bedroom house, upstairs and downstairs, with no pets. And he asking fuck all who knows to pay his debt, not to pay his bills, to pay his debt. And I want to ask you this: how many viewers of DSP are in debt that they may or may not be paying? The majority of Americans are probably in some kind of debt. They might fucking owe Blockbuster $20. That can still count as debt technically. So they paying this motherfucker debt. Who knows what debt they in? And they think he need it because he say he paying his bills.
Patriots' choice, so no reason to doing that as a goal again.
Man.
I don't really want to do any kind of a new ongoing playthrough, and the reason I say that is because, as you know,
look at how lazy he is. I don't want to do this because the new game's coming out. I don't want to do this because I just did it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Maybe it should click in his mind. I need to up the quality just for this video too. This is 360p. That's terrible. Maybe it should click in his mind like, my Patreon is looking a little rough and I have no ideas. Maybe I should really brainstorm some ideas. He doesn't. In his next Patreon goal, he ain't updated his Patreon yet. I'm going to go into that later. I'm going to wait.
The busiest gaming season, and some of these weeks coming up, there's going to be 3 releases or more. There's no way I'm going to have time to be starting up another new release and say, not a new release, but a new playthrough in like 2 months or a month when I'm inundated with all the other releases. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into having to do something and then I can't live up to it, okay?
Like Project 7?
The one thing I could do is a different kind of marathon. Now, what kind of an event or marathon would it be? I mean, we just did Indies a couple months ago, so I don't think people want to see that. So
no, you don't want to do it.
Twitch and chill again, but honestly, I think the Twitch and chill events have kind of played themselves out.
They was never good in the first place. He just doesn't want to do it.
We've played the Jackbox games a million times. I did that other one, what was it? Use Your Words. It's all done now, and what else is there to do on that kind of a stream? Not much. So I don't think that the Twitch...
I don't know, interact with your hundreds of viewers. Some people on stream will be happy with like 4 people in chat. This dude have 400 at times and talks to none of them unless they give him 10 cents. Jesus Christ.
Chill event would make any sense, or anyone would really like that. So what is left? You know what I mean? Like what?
No one liked the Halloween goal, which is why I wasn't hit the first time. and it only was hit the second time because a couple of people with a lot of money and a lot of free time put extra in it.
What is left right now that I could realistically do a marathon of? And that's what I mean. Like, I don't know. If anyone has ideas, if anyone has an idea what I should do for September for a goal,
give me ideas that I can charge you for.
that, you know, be something that you would want to pledge for, let me know. You know, and I keep telling you, don't
email
me
me
this video because I'm not going to read it. But you can tweet me right here. You can email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com.
Fucking
You can tell me on one
email.
of my streams. You know, I'm very.
You can tell me on one of my streams. Make sure to send a 10-bit share with it so I can read it, not acknowledge it, and then tell you to email me. I guarantee you, if you send this dude like a legit suggestion, even with a donation, even 10 cents is still 10 cents. They could have gave that to somebody else. Oh man, you gotta email me that, man. I can't read that right now. Oh, you just guys sent me a paragraph, man. I can't read that. Most ungrateful motherfucker ever.
What would you like to see as a patron goal? If you didn't like the Halloween and you're not going to pledge again, if it's a Halloween goal this month, then what do you want to see on there? That's
Truck
realistic?
outside.
If this weren't the hardcore gaming season, then I could easily have said
Hardcore begging season.
we'll do another playthrough or whatever. But I'm too limited. I know I'm going to be stretched for time here, and I'm going to need to limit myself and not promise you that I could play full games.
He's gonna be stretched for time. I talk about this a lot with DSP. This is his meme. He's gonna be stretched for time, he says. DSP doesn't ever stream extra unless he's gonna go on a break, vacation, staycation, whatever the fuck. He never streams extra. Even if 4 games come out tomorrow and he has to play all 4, he's still not gonna stream extra. And if you get on him for that, oh, I gotta watch my health, bad. Do you watch your health when you eat fucking random frozen pizzas and shit? Do you watch your health when you eat Hungry Man TV dinners? And then recently, I don't know if I'm gonna listen to this in this video, recently he been complaining about the panda not being around because he can't eat healthy meals anymore. Nigga, you know how easy it is to eat a healthy meal? It don't even take effort. You could buy a bag salad, get some salad dressing you like, get like a bag of chicken or some shit. Take 5 minutes to make. You don't have to chop anything, you don't have to do any extra effort. Throw all the fucking salad in a bowl, sit some pieces of chicken on there, put your little dressing on there, stir it up. Hey, you got you a salad. It's even got chicken in it. You don't need a bitch to cook for 2 hours to do that for you, dude. Drink you some milkshakes or something. But he doesn't want to do that. He would rather leave his house and go to Subway to quickly get something to eat. Even though what I just said is literally going to take way less time to do. And it's going to cost maybe the same amount of money, maybe a little bit less. It depends on how extravagant you want to be about it. I've been doing that recently because I'm trying to lose weight. But this dude, he can't lose weight because it takes too much time to eat healthy. So he literally needs another person to cook for him to eat healthy. 35 years old. This is why I used to kind of get on my brother a little bit about this. When you don't know how to cook shit, I feel like you're really not a real adult. And this dude don't know how to cook anything except sauce and like scrambled eggs and shit. He's not a real adult. He can't really take care of himself. And if he tries, he gains weight. He gains weight and his back start hurting more and he get gout and weird shit happens to him. He can't even take care of himself. He's 35 years old. I don't know.
And stuff when I know I'm not going to have time to do it, all right, so.
But yeah, my point was, he never streams more. And he has 15 excuses and he has backup excuses. Well, no, I can't stream more because it's unhealthy. Oh, you see the weight I've been gaining. Oh, no, I can't stream more because I gotta do social media and YouTube uploads. YouTube is dead. Leave it. I guarantee you, if this dude was to not do YouTube and stream 3 hours extra and start earlier, because his start times for his streams is kind of rough sometimes. Stream 3 hours extra, stream 2 hours extra for a first stream 1 hour extra for a second stream. And then just take the whole stream and upload it to YouTube, dude. But he's so fucking greedy. He gotta squeeze every dollar out of everything, which is why he getting $5,000 a month from his fans. When at one point in time he only wanted 1,000. Now he needs $5,000, and somehow that's still not enough. And he getting more than 1,000 a month from YouTube. He probably the most unsuccessful YouTuber to make so much money. I don't know how. I guess because he's been around so long, people just attach to him and they don't want to let go. And these people that probably grew up with him, a lot of people, and it's other people that came along for the ride and they got a bunch of extra money anyway, so they don't give a fuck. You know, oh man, I've been watching you since 2008, Phil, and I'm like a fucking I can't even talk. What those things called? Not podiatrist. That's not a word. I don't fucking know. I'm a doctor. Shit. I'm a doctor now, Phil. I can give you $1,000 a month. Jeez Louise.
There you have it. I don't know what else to say about that.
Aquafina sip.
As of tonight, what I'm also going to do after I finish
what is this?
Video,
Why?
I'm going to change the nominations thread that's on thekingofhate.com for the next Patrons Choice playthrough and turn it into a poll where patrons will now be able for about 2 weeks to vote on what game is the next Patrons Choice playthrough. And I heard there were some really good nominations. I heard that a lot of people nominated games, so I'm going to do all.
Okay.
It's actually been getting better. It's not 100% better, but it's actually been getting better recently. But I know with the insane amount of streams and everything I'm about to do, you know, I need more time for R&R. I need time to clean the house, which I haven't done since July because I just don't have time to do it. And other stuff. There's other stuff going on, you know, in my personal life and stuff that I'd like to take some time to handle.
Listen to this. He needs time off. This week, by the way, he's taking 4 days off. He needs time off for his voice to heal and to take care of personal stuff. His voice is never going to heal. First of all. Second of all, bitch. Third of all, are you fucking serious? He needs time off for his voice to heal. And then I love the meme. It kind of, I think I might have talked about this in the video. It's like when a kid pretending to be sick and like they got a fucking thermometer in their mouth. Mama come in the room. Oh, Mama, I'm sick. That's what he do. Oh, I gotta, my throat gotta heal. He's struggling to fool people and to believe in him. And even if everything he say is the truth, it seemed like he fooling us, or he trying to fool us. Because every time he talk, and I talked about this before too, this is just me going over shit I already talked about before. But it's never gonna fucking go away for some reason. Every time we talk to the camera, he looks all over the place. His eyes are darting all over the place. If you didn't notice too, he talks really fucking fast. For no reason. He talks really fucking fast. And then you get like 7 ums and throat clears in between. And then he talks really fast again. He's a poor car salesman. He's just trying to sell us a car all day. His fucking shitty Let's Plays, he's trying to sell them to us. Every day. I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I got those games, got those games, got those games. That's him talking. And the people believe this shit because he talks so fast, everything fly over their head. A lot of people that watch this dude don't know anything about him. They don't know anything that's going on. They just say, hey, I like Phil, I've been watching him for a long time. I have a job, I can give him money. Now, I'm not saying you should fucking try to dig into the dude's personal life, but he fucking throws it out there anyway. He hands out a silver plate with his personal life on it every day. And then talk about how transparent he is. And then he follows up by saying he don't tell us stuff because he don't want the haters to take it out of context. Whatever, I'm rambling.
And I can't do that right now. You know, I'm doing multiple gameplay streams a day. There's no way I could do this kind of stuff.
2 streams a day. One around 4 hours. With an hour-long pre-stream. This bitch cries about his voice, and then he does an hour-long pre-stream, which is literally talking without pausing for a fucking hour. And then he does a second stream, and he does another pre-stream that lasts about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Maybe you should cut out the pre-streams, Dave. Maybe you cry too much and put too much information in those pre-streams, Dave. Maybe you cry too much and put too much information in these fucking stupid weekend previews. Just maybe. But no, you don't want to do that. Because he like hearing himself talk, I guess. Oh, Tiffin, you like hearing yourself talk too. I really don't. I fucking hate my voice. It's terrible.
So what I'm looking at, I just tonight looked at my gameplay schedule.
His
and it looks
gameplay.
like the first
His gameplay schedule.
week of October, there is nothing going on whatsoever in the realm of new game releases, or at least ones that I'm interested in. So what I'm thinking is the first week of October, I'm going to take a few days away.
What is this?
It's actually looking like maybe I'll take maybe like the later half of that week. So maybe like, I don't know, let's say roughly October 3rd or 4th.
This is a great video when you spend like fucking 40 seconds looking at the wall like that. Put your calendar somewhere else. Get a mini calendar. Stop being a cunt, dude. What the hell is this?
And
Terrible
maybe I'll come back that
cinematography.
weekend, so like the 7th or 8th or something like that. So that way I'll have a good, like, 4 solid days of uninterrupted, doing shit for myself, cleaning the house up, taking a little bit of R&R and that stuff. And no, I'm not going to have any money to spend, but at least, just getting a little bit of recuperation and unplugging. Let me tell you something.
Yo, look at how he threw that in. I'm not going to have any money to spend. Look at how he threw that in. It's like sometimes he says stuff for the haters. He like, oh shit, if I talk about taking a vacation, somebody on Twitter gonna post about it and say I must have extra money. All right, well, I don't have any extra money. Okay. People that don't have money always go without money for 4 days, right? Okay. Sure. People that don't have money, people that literally tell strangers they don't have money, take 4 days off from work, unpaid vacation, right? Okay.
When I did this in July, it worked tremendously. I got so much stuff done around the house, and I got caught up on stuff that I needed to get caught up on that I was horrendously behind
Like TV shows?
on, in a lot of ways. And just for me to have some time to not have to be here every day and talk.
Listen
my
to
voice
this.
Better. What I'm hoping is
He loves to tell us how much he loves streaming and how much he loves the interactivity and how much he loves his job and how much he loves gaming. But look how happy he is to talk about the time he took away from doing it. Imagine that. Imagine you watch a Let's Player and his life, his living is being a Let's Player, and he sits in front of you and tells you how much he needed to get away from you. It's going to make you feel really good about yourself.
by taking this time in early October,
I needed time away from you.
great.
You fucking suck.
After
You're
all
terrible.
summer being screwed
I
up,
hate you
and
guys.
then I could have October, November, December, January, February, March. Until allergy season fucking starts again, that my throat will be good. Okay.
Bullshit.
Okay. So, forewarning everyone, it looks like early October, I'm probably going to be taking a few days off for myself, just like I did in July. All right.
He told us in early October he was going to take time off in early September. We need a month preparation for you to take days off. Okay.
Like I said, what I'll try to do.
You think
those
it's so
few days
important?
Before that happened,
Holy
play the
cow.
living hell out of a bunch of games and get a bunch of accumulated videos so that I can upload those over the course of the time that I have off. To the action platformer puzzler that was a launch title for the PS4. This time around, I guess they realized they can't sell it as a full retail game, so it's only $40. I'll be playing that on my first gameplay stream on Tuesday.
Okay, this is the
Wednesday,
actual shit. So fuck that. Oh, Cox DM'd me. Let's see what Cox said. I love Cox. I'm sure they have no information for me. Check the equipment now and show that the modem has good levels and no packet lose at the moment. Are you getting good speeds now? Thanks a lot, Mark. Thanks a fucking lot. This is my issue with Cox. This has been my issue for fucking months. Me getting good speeds now means nothing. I got good speeds earlier. I tried to. This isn't even as good as it could be. The best it could get is like 24 and about 3 megabits per second. But me getting good speeds now means fucking Gugats. You know, this is look at this meter, dude. Look at this. 21 at 8 p.m. Oh no, this is the next day, isn't it? Yeah, 3 p.m. the next day, 1.4, 480 kilobits, 96 kilobits. This is like flip phone levels right here. The entire October 1st. But then randomly at 4 p.m. it's back up. Then at 4:30, back down, less than a megabyte. Then at 5:50, back up, down, back up, down, up, down. This is the whole chart. So me getting good speeds now doesn't mean it means fuck all, because if I try to stream like now, it's probably gonna die within an hour. And for the life of me, these people can't fucking fix it. It used to be perfectly fine, and that fucking flood happened, and it ain't been the same since. It's been almost a whole year. This internet has been horrible for like 3-4 days in a row, and then it'll be good for like 2 weeks. Shit is ridiculous, dude. But I'm not about to. I actually made a video being pissed off at Cox one time, and I couldn't upload it because my internet was bad. And I think I had factory restore my computer because I was that desperate to see if that would help it, and it didn't help it, and I lost the video.
Premiere of Destiny 2, yes.
But I got some other clips I got here. I actually put them on my phone. Somebody else sent me a DM too. I'm not gonna check it right now. That'll be mean. And I think it's like a real person, not fucking stupid Cox. Let's see, September. All right, so we got September 17th coming up next. Wonderful. Hope you're excited. 12 minutes in. What was he talking about? Take a sip. Yeah.
In addition to all
The audio quality is completely different.
I
What
have
happened?
results for you, ladies and gentlemen, of the upcoming Patron's Choice playthrough. Finally, after a month of nominating and then voting and everything going on, we have our answer. Here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and
The
gentlemen,
game that won the poll was Super Mario Sunshine. And I had actually...
this is great. I'm gonna give a quick rundown before he get into this. This fucking dude. He was playing Mario plus Rabbids. I hate the idea of that game. I don't like anything about that game. My name for that game is Shitty Mario plus Rabbids. Great nickname, I know. You might like the game. Don't care if you like the game. I'm not about to have an argument about a fucking fake XCOM game with Mario and Rabbids characters in it. I just think it's a stupid game. And I'm glad Ubisoft made it, because I don't like Ubisoft either. So that's wonderful for me. But he playing that, right? Well, he was. He didn't want to play Mario Galaxy, which got voted for by the patrons. He didn't want to play Mario Galaxy because it's another Mario game. So he has Mario plus Rabbids on the same scale as Mario Galaxy. Not Mario Galaxy. Mario Sunshine. Literally a Mario game that has no other Mario game that's like it. Even Yoshi's Island got like 4 fucking versions of it. It's no other version or no other Mario game similar to Mario Sunshine. Mario Sunshine, if he wasn't so biased against Nintendo, would probably knock his fucking socks off. I think it's one of the only GameCube games that I like that's not like Resident Evil or some shit. I wish I could beat it. Well, I wish I would beat it. But I never put enough time into it. I might beat it one day. But for everything I've seen and everything I played for Mario Sunshine, it's a fucking amazing game. But he didn't want to play Mario Sunshine because he just beat Mario plus Rabbids and Mario Odyssey was coming up. These are all 3 Mario games that's completely fucking different. But he sees them as being Mario games in general. They're just another Mario game. And he didn't want his fans to be burnt out. Now, let me tell you this. Why would your fans be burnt out on Mario when people that literally pay you wanted you to play more Mario? Think about that. I don't want you guys to be burnt out on Mario that you paid me to play. And I think he even referred to his patrons as not listening. They didn't follow his orders. They didn't give him money and go by what he wanted to do.
He asked
Patron's choice.
patrons, I said, guys, this is probably not
Listen to
the time
this.
for me to play Super Mario Sunshine.
Look at it. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes, by the way. Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at his face. Would you trust this face? Would you trust somebody that looks around like this as they talk? Now I know, I got a really bad habit because of the way my shit's set up. I kind of look away from the camera because the monitor here is not the monitor I'm actually looking at. It's actually a black screen because my graphics card broke. I'm getting a new one this week. My graphics card broke, so I only have one monitor to look at. Eventually, I'm gonna actually be able to look at the screen and look at the camera when I talk like the old days. But this dude doesn't even look in one direction. The whole time he talking, he doing this, 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 he doing this. Would you really trust that? If you go to a car dealership, and just like I said, you're a poor car salesman. You go to a car dealership, you're like, oh man, how many miles does this thing get on a tank of gas? You're like, oh well, I mean, it gets pretty good mileage, and I mean, it's a great car. You know what I mean? Don't you believe this dude? No.
Playing a Mario game right now I'm not done with yet. And in a month,
Look at his eyes,
end
he's
of
bugging
October,
out.
Mario Odyssey releases. To do a third Mario game between the two is going to kill viewership. People are going to be so burnt out on Mario.
He cares about viewership. You're not supposed to care about viewership with Patreon, dude. And people are gonna, I think more people will watch Sunshine than Odyssey. People fucking love Mario Sunshine. People fucking love that game, and I think people like it more because it never got a sequel and it never even got a remaster. It's one of the, it's like a Mario game that Nintendo fucking forgets about for some reason. It never got a remaster, never got a sequel. It never even stole gameplay elements and put in another Mario game. It's truly a unique Mario game that's actually good. And he doesn't want to play it because of views. But he got paid $1,250 to play it. And the people that paid him voted for it. But he wants views still.
Plus, this is the busiest time of year for me,
and ad revenue.
I need to be putting out videos that I can actually make money on, because if I don't make money now, come next year when things are slow, and if I didn't make the money now to pay for that, I'm going to be, again, financially in a problem and have to be here begging people for money constantly.
I like how he points out that he begs for money. First of all. Second of all, he's going to be begging anyway. I can guarantee you when February and March, no, not really, even really March, when March, June, July hit, he's going to be on Twitch, on pre-stream. This is a slow time of the year, you guys. If you really want to help out, please tip me. I get that immediately. It goes straight to the bills. If you sub or send bits, send cheer with bits. I'm going to get that in a couple of months, but if you guys can tip me now, it'll be that's what I prefer. I guarantee you he's going to do that. And he's sitting up here he hanging a carrot in front of people's face. Oh my God. If we let Phil do what he want to do right now, he's never going to beg for money on pre-stream again. That's bullshit. You know he is. You know he is. And to be honest, he really don't even get extra when he do that. But for some reason, he still do it every day, and he thinks it works. But I don't think it do. That's just me.
And I don't want to do that. I want to be...
Like, if you always do it, it's not going to be effective anymore. It's not a Pokemon fight. If you always throw water on Charizard, of course you're going to body Charizard. But this isn't fucking Charizard and you're not Squirtle. You throwing water on it all the time is not going to help it. Doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over is just going to make it less effective every time he does it. And that's been proven with his begging videos.
Get through this season, really gung-ho, head first, with great streams, great YouTube performance, and just go into next year and not have to worry about that shit again. So, doing a game that I cannot monetize on YouTube during the busiest time to make money on YouTube makes no fucking sense. Alright? I appeal to the patrons.
Why would you do something for fun or for your viewers that already paid you?
They didn't listen. They voted for Mario Sunshine anyway. So I talked it out with them and we came to a compromise. The compromise is this. I am going to play Super Mario Sunshine. However, it's not going to be now. Alright? Just because business-wise it would kill me. What I'm going to do is delay Mario Sunshine until early 2018. Whether it be
3 fucking months from now. Literally the world can end. You can die. Anything can happen. He can die. Anything can happen. 3 months. Thanks for the money you gave me in August? No. Was it August? Or was it September? No, I think it might have been before August. It might have been people that paid him in July. Thanks for the money you gave me in July. Wait until January to see what you voted for.
January, February,
Jesus
whatever.
Christ.
Whenever it's dead, because typically in the early of the year, early times of the year, there's nothing.
And you know what's gonna happen. When he play this game in January or February, he's gonna be on pre-stream. I can't monetize this. YouTube takes all the ad revenue. No, Nintendo takes all the ad revenue. Nintendo's stealing. If you guys want to help out, send cheers and sub and send tips because I can't monetize this. You know that's gonna happen. You know what it is.
Going on every year in January. I end up doing some kind of crazy downtime project because there's nothing going on. So this year coming up, I'll play Mario Sunshine during that downtime in early 2018. Now, what I did is I said, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take
Crash Bandicoot.
Spyro was one of them. Is that
No,
it's gonna be
Spyro.
a good balance of all new stuff. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite coverage.
Okay, so that's the rest of that. He's gonna play Spyro the Dragon, which is about a 6-hour game, 6 to 7 hours. I beat Spyro the Dragon a few weeks ago. It was my first time ever playing 100% blind. Game easy as fuck, by the way. I think I might have died like 3 times. Game easy as fuck. You don't have to collect anything, to be honest. You can kind of just play it normal and beat it. So he shouldn't have a hard time. That should be 2 streams and he beat it. So thanks, patrons. Wait 6 months to get what you actually voted for. What a nice fucking guy. And then we got this classic of a video. Serious talk. Right now I need your support. And thank you for it. So fake. And you may be saying, oh my God, Tevin, you overly criticizing this. Let's think about this. He started a video, he made sure he was recording, and then sighed and put on his sad face. Come on, really? Really? This is like looking at OBS. This is like if I look at OBS, make sure it's recording. Oh, am I recording? All right. That's basically what he did. You put on a show after you made sure you was recording because you're that fucking thirsty for some views and attention. Look at the face. Made sure he was recording. Let out a nice sigh.
What is going on, everybody?
Make the stale face.
Phil here.
Does the feel here.
Once again, I don't want to make.
Head shake.
It's not a good situation.
Look at that face.
Love bringing you good news on pre.
Look at that face.
Good news.
Look at the wait, yo. Look at this tick right here.
It's not a good situation.
It's not a good situation. He looks away.
I love bringing you good news.
I love bringing you good news. He looks away.
On pre-stream and good news.
And good news. He looks away.
And vlogs and good news.
And good news. He looks away. He literally looked away every single time he said good news. What is going on in this dude world? What the fuck?
And everything. And the bottom line is that recently, the past few months, things have been on the upward trend. You know, YouTube, even though it kind of stunk in the summer, things are getting better now.
Things are getting better now. He looks away.
For the fall. Twitch has been on the up and up. Twitch has actually been getting better and better with it. You know.
What is he looking at?
And all the stuff I'm doing on there, people are loving it.
If he looking at OBS, you don't need to check it that much. It's not gonna. Your computer not gonna blow up. He didn't even stream this. This is a recording. You don't need to look at OBS that much. What is he doing?
Hardcore gaming season's in full effect, and things are going good for me. And with all the shit I've been through over the years, seriously, like, I've been through so many bumps in the road, roadblocks, whatever you want to call them, false copyright strikes, being doxxed, being DDO.
DSP rarely, if ever, brought up doxing, and him being doxed is a negative thing. He only started to bring that up after the SOK leak started and after the Fred Fucks leaks came out. Because he probably saw it and was like, oh shit, that's a bad thing? Dude. It's not like he had a fake fucking alias on the internet. From day one, he was Darkside Phil. When he first showed his face, he was like, oh, I'm Phil Burnell. You doxed yourself. Even if he said he was just Phil and people looked everything else up, then okay, you got to do some effort into that. When you give us your whole fucking name, And people say, oh, this is your address because we Googled your name. It's not. I mean, it is doxing in a way, but I don't think it's enough to complain about. Not really. That's just me.
DOS attacked, being swatted, being having all kinds of personal
Pity party, by the way.
of shit done to me that I don't really even talk about. All the people believe it, and they're like, well, why did Phil withhold that information? The bottom line is I do things for a reason. Okay, I do.
He never talks about being DDoS attacked, swatted, copyright striked, doxed. The things he just told us about, and the thing he always tells us about, which is the copyright strike. He never talks about it.
I share with you as much as I can when I can, but there's a lot of stuff that honestly over the years I have to hold back for
He's so transparent.
the betterment of everyone around me. I know that if I'm fully transparent on everything in my entire life, that people can use that against me. And I know that, wow, do I know that way more now than I ever knew before. Let me tell you, because, you know, back then when I started on YouTube, I was very naive and, you know, sharing everything, all my personal shit, my girlfriend, everything, just share everything. And look how a lot of that shit kind of over the years blew up in my face, right? People using that against me for malicious purposes or whatever. And even with the recent announcement that one of the major groups that always hounded me and got into my personal shit and everything is disbanded, still, it seems like, you know, it's never going to go away. It's not. It's never going to go away. And, you know, we're to a point where I know that constantly in my life there's going to be a negative outcome.
He was talking about this, okay, by the way.
I was hoping that because of this announcement of this group disbanding, that things were actually going to get better for me. And in a lot of ways, it seems like they were. I wasn't getting that kind of systematic harassment for the last week or two at least. And it seemed like a lot of people were now positive about me and my...
He really thought people would start liking him because the SOK went away. And he also referred to Fred Fox as the leader of the detractors. That was his actual quote. The leader of the detractors. He told everyone what to do that didn't like DSP and talked about him on the internet. All right.
Right, and they were like, wow, you know, Phil was right all along with a lot of the stuff that he was saying or had accused people of doing. They were actually doing it, and, you know, a lot of people are checking out my streams who maybe never have before because now they believe me and stuff like that.
Look at his eyes, dude. What the fuck is this shit?
So all this being said, all this good stuff is going on, folks. Today, sadly...
This didn't happen, by the way. People didn't show up to his stream saying, oh, Phil, I hated you because Fred didn't like you, and now I like you because Fred was a bad person. If you that fucking stupid to really believe that way and really go about life that way, you got some fucking issues. And then why would you not like DSP because the SOK didn't like him when you would only know the SOK existed because you knew DSP existed and you watched stuff that was negative about him? I don't know. He's stupid though, so he thinks people believe this.
I got, you know, pretty much news that's devastating if something happens. Let me put it that way. And just so everyone knows, this is not a threat to my YouTube channels. This is not a threat to my Twitch. It's nothing like that at all. You know, I'm not getting sued,
Headphones giving me a
like
headache.
that. But it's something that I can't fully tell you about. And that's what kills me the most right now, is because there's something negatively affecting me really deeply, and I can't tell you about it. I could dance around the subject, but I can't give you details.
This might be one of the most disgusting YouTube videos as far as a YouTuber giving away information about their personal life that I've ever seen. I have horrible things going on, but I can't tell you about them. Let me talk to you for 26 minutes and tell you how I can't tell you about them, but shit is going down and it is horrible, and I might lose my house. I can't tell you why. I can't give you more information, but stuff is going on and bad stuff is happening, but I can't tell you about it. That's this whole video. He didn't feel bad for uploading this. I would feel terrible about uploading this. Because first of all, it's irresponsible. Because you inviting people to make assumptions and guess and make speculations, which isn't healthy at all. So you're doing that. That's number one. Fans and detractors alike. So that's number one. Number two, you're giving people half information. Giving anybody half information is a terrible thing, especially if you have all information. If you don't want to share it, don't share anything. Don't come on a video and say, oh, you guys, bad stuff is going on, but I can't tell you what the bad stuff is. It's irresponsible. That's dirty. I can't stand people that do that. Oh, How your day going? Oh, I fucking hate it. It's terrible. What's wrong? I don't want to talk about it. That's basically what he's doing. And the point of this video, literally, you can watch this whole video. I'm not going to watch it. You can watch this whole video. The point of this video, bad stuff happening, I can't tell you about it, but be nice to me.
What happened today was, as I was streaming, I finished my gameplay stream, and then I got a notice, and I was like, what is this?
I was
And
like, what is
basically,
this?
It made, I'm not even kidding you, this has happened twice in my life, where in the pit of my stomach, it feels empty. It feels like pain, like emptiness, like I'm sick, like I'm gonna vomit, okay? It happened once when I got the notice, when I looked at YouTube and it said that all my ad revenue had plummeted and I wasn't getting any help from anyone about it, and I thought I was gonna go out of business. That was number one. And it happened again today, okay? To the point where it's like...
I like how he got this pit of the stomach feeling twice in his life. One time, it was about YouTube and money. The second time, it was about losing his house and money. Wonderful. This, I guess nothing ever bad has happened in his life, right? 35 years old. The only time he feels like emotional distress and pain is when money is involved. He actually goes on in this video to talk about how he used to be depressed and he got out of it. No, he didn't say got out of it. I think he said it was something along the lines that got out of it. Basically, he basically tried to imply that he snapped out of being depressed, and then he brought all of that back and was like, oh, but depression doesn't go away. So he tells us in this video about how he used to be fucking depressed. So you're telling me you're depressed because of bills that you pay because you moved across the country with some dumb bitch that's not even with you anymore. That's why you're depressed. He also goes on in this video, and I'm being mean not watching it, but it's legit like 20 minutes of him throwing a pity party. He also goes on in his video to compare himself to a character from the fucking Bible, and tries to tell us that he's been unfortunate his whole life. He's been unfortunate his whole life. The dude that was able to do YouTube for a living within a month after losing his job. The dude that's been able to do YouTube for a living for the last 8 years. The dude that gets $5,000 directly from his fans every month. Is trying to tell people that he's been unfortunate his whole life. And he actually believes this shit. And if he doesn't, he putting on a real good fucking show. That's something else. That is fucking something else. I'm like a character from the Bible. My whole life been terrible. Both of his parents are still alive. They either still together or at least they don't hate each other. He graduated from high school. He went to college. As far as I know, he never been to jail. As far as I know, he never been abused. He doesn't have a real disability besides his back being fucked up, allegedly. He still got hair on his head. He lived in a 3-bedroom house. And he compares himself to a character from the Bible. And the gimmick of the character was that his entire life was unfortunate. And like he got ate by a whale or some shit. I don't know the fucking story. I don't know why he was telling us Bible stories either, because he don't know the fucking story. But this man is trying to tell us his entire life has been unfortunate and only bad things happen to him. The last 8 years of your life has been fucking fortunate. The only reason why he's going through this stuff is because he's stupid. It's that simple. Because he's fucking stupid. So yeah, that's something. You can watch that garbage dump if you want to. What else we got here? We almost done. I'm gonna be here for another 4 hours. Now we got weekend preview, September 24th. 25 minutes in, apparently. What did he say 25 minutes in this video?
Who, you know, it's funny because I'm so everyone knows who I am. Everyone knows Dark Side Phil, but I'm not rich. But yeah, everyone knows who I am. Versus
everyone knowing who you are means you should be rich. He's not rich. He's not rich because everybody know who he is, which is not true, but I'm going to go along with him. Because everybody know who he is and no one likes him. Or the majority of those people don't like him. Everybody know who Chris Chan is. They're not rich. That's not how that works, Dave. Being known doesn't equal wealth. Unless you were a rapper, maybe.
Everyone else who's like big names on YouTube all have the fucking insane amount of money and shit, and you know, I never got there.
He's saying he's a big name on YouTube now. Also, he's saying everyone knows him, which implies he thinks he's famous.
Crazy, because if I was in that situation, I'd probably be okay. But that's it. I'm not. I'm already extended to the point where you guys know I'm barely paying my bills, and now something else creeps up, and it's like, this is.
I'm getting $5,000 a month from you guys. I can barely pay my bills.
Just insanity at this point.
But it's not my fault. It's the copyright strike's fault. And I don't know if I'm going to play it in this video, but I'm going to this copyright strike bullshit. This might be my last time talking about this in this way. Now, he got the copyright strikes, right? And he said that fucked over his YouTube channel, which is true, it did. But he also says in one of his videos that if the copyright strikes didn't happen, that he probably would be all right. And his situation wouldn't be as bad as it is. Complete bullshit. It's people on YouTube that are way more popular than him. Every video was getting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. And the ad revenue situation fucked them over too. People have been doing just YouTube, no Patreon, just YouTube for a living for the last 3-4 years. Can't do it anymore because of the ad revenue situation. Guinea pigs making noises in the background for some reason. And he still blames it on the copyright strikes. Dude, he honestly lucky that he got hit with those copyright strikes, because if he didn't, he wouldn't have went back to Twitch because he would have been making good enough money. And the ad apocalypse would have fucked him over completely, and he would have had to panic and run a Twitch, which wouldn't have worked out. Well, it would have worked out maybe eventually, but it would have been a rough transition compared to what he did, which was kind of like, well, shit going a little south, but I got time, so let me go to Twitch. But if he would have never got those copyright strikes, he would have been making okay money, and then this shit would have hit him like out of nowhere, the ad revenue shit, and he would have had to run back to Twitch, and it would have been a really rough conversion and transition for him and his fans. So we're actually lucky that he got fucked over when he did. He wasn't lucky then, but in the end, it honestly kind of worked out in his favor.
So I'll let you know when I have more information. The way I'm approaching it is this: I gotta be here every day. I gotta try to stay positive, do what I do, have fun doing it, and share those experiences with you, the gameplay experiences, on a daily basis, and try not to let all this shit get to me behind the scenes. And then, sometimes this week, I tweeted it late at night. I couldn't even sleep up till 6 in the friggin' morning. Got to be up in like 3-4 hours for work. And, I'm like, well, I'm going to do my best, folks. If anything, I'll say this. So many people have contacted me over the years, and they said, Phil, with all the shit you put up with, the nasty shit people have done to you, the things that happen with your, going on with your...
Yeah, I heard them. The things that happen with your, going on. This is because in the last video that I didn't play all the way, he goes on in that video to say what he does is not a business. He's been telling us he has a business, and this is a business. He's been telling us this for like 4 fucking years. And now he's saying it's not a business. And then in this video, he almost said it, and he cut himself off, which is why people were saying that it's an IRS situation. But he say it's not. He said, this is the crazy thing about his meme of, I might lose my house, but I don't know yet, and I can't tell you yet. He says it has nothing to do with him. How are you going to possibly lose your house and it has nothing to do with you? That makes no fucking sense. He says it has nothing to do with him, it has nothing to do with YouTube, it has nothing to do with the viewers. But he could lose his house. Did the aliens threaten him? And if you don't get 1 million views in a week, they're gonna pull his house out of the ground. None of this shit makes any sense.
YouTube channels.
He really just crying wolf.
YouTube changing everything, and you're making way less money, and all the shit that you've gone through. You're being, we all know your situation because you tell us about it.
We all know your situation because you tell us about it. right after I tell you I can't tell you about a situation.
An
Transparent.
inspiration because I don't give up, right?
He's an inspiration because he didn't get a job.
Because I'm here every day and I'm still plugging through it.
He's an inspiration because he streams 6 hours a day and complains about his bills for an hour before he streams every day.
And I say, fuck it. Fuck you to the trolls and everything.
He's an inspiration because he says, fuck you to the trolls, as people get insta-banned for saying LOL IRS in his chat. He's an inspiration for saying, fuck you to the trolls, as he bans people that uses an emote because the face triggers him. He's an inspiration because he says, fuck you to the trolls, as he blocks people just for replying to other people on Twitter that didn't directly tweet him.
And look, we just had a major troll group that's been on my ass for years. We're gone now, finally, for good. And the thing is, I know that the negative association with me is never going to go away. There's always going to be people making fun of me on the internet. That's okay. At least now, though, it seems like people who are trying to hurt me legitimately do harm to me. Those days may be at an end, which is a good thing. But, you know, with all the adversity and shit that's been thrown my way over the years, so many people said, Phil, I would have given up, man. I would have went and said, fuck YouTube. I would have went and got a job or whatever and said, fuck this. And, you know, enough is enough. But you keep plugging through. You know, and I am. I'm doing my best, guys. I don't want to give up. I don't. I believe that I can still make this work if I still fucking dedicate myself and I get through stupid shit like what I'm about to start going through here coming up. Yeah.
Yeah. Aquafina sip.
So we'll see. When I have information to share with you guys, I will. Right now, I don't think it would behoove me or you to be...
He tells us this as he scratches the back of his ear and literally doesn't look at the camera at all. I'll give you more information when I have it, but it doesn't behoove me to tell you right now.
Sharing information when I really don't have any definitive information on the true situation behind the scenes. So
He actually looked in the camera when he said that.
we'll see what happens, all right? If anything, thank you for watching the streams. Thank you for watching the YouTube videos.
Eat a dick. Alright, what we got here? Almost done. And now we got weekend content October 1st, 2017. Fortnite, Spyro, Batman, and time off. Oh man, I'm so excited that Dave gets to take some time off. Now, as usual, it's a weekend preview, so probably the first 15 minutes is complete garbage, and the rest of it is actually the schedule. Can't wait for the upcoming content. Wow. I like how on the internet everything is considered as content. People call tweets content. Anyone else want to see Phil as pregnant Kylie Jenner for Halloween? Yo, this is like a fucking hot black chick. What the hell is this shit? What's she doing watching him? Carl make more Italian sauce. Carl. It's a good meme in his videos. They always post Carl and say stuff. Time off means filler games to be uploaded. I count that as no videos. Nobody wants this shit. You might as well do Patreon for time off. And regular game next month is just set the goal lower. He's not gonna do that. Spyro hype. Revenue? Haha, you mean charity. Yeah. It's charity, let's be honest, yeah. People don't consider it that because he's not like a cancer patient or some shit. But if you're giving somebody else free money, it's charity. You left your microphone on during the credits and you can hear you yawning and shit. Yeah, that's funny. Well, at least we didn't hear the sound of fapping. Tell me about it. When I listened to this earlier today, and he did leave the mic on when the credits rolled, and I was like, we're going to hear him say something that he should not say because he's going to start talking to himself in the background. I was worried for him. It didn't happen, though. He just was like snorting and clearing his throat as he stared at OBS. This fucking dude.
DSP here, and welcome to the weekend
Look at that beard.
preview. Tonight is actually
Look at that
Sunday,
hair.
October 1st, 2017.
He gives no fucks. And
it
that
is
Blanca
pretty late
shirt,
here.
that Blanca shirt that he wore probably like 4 times in the last 2 months. Because he wears Blanca shirts to when he plays Street Fighter because he's cool and hip.
Actually, over past 9:30. Damn, it's almost 10 p.m. here by the time I'm filming this.
Oh my God, they're so
I had a
late.
pretty busy day myself between a really long stream earlier today and getting some personal stuff done and patron stuff in particular tonight, which I'll talk about in a moment. So I'm really running behind tonight, which is why if you're watching this on YouTube, you may be like, wow, he posted it way later than usual. In addition, you may notice I'm recording at the wrong resolution. I'm recording at 720p instead of 1080p. Apologies for that. It's just the weekend preview. It's not a big deal. It's not like you need the utmost visual quality to see my ugly face, right? Not a big
So why did you ever record it in 1080p in the first place?
deal.
Because
so
you
folks,
can?
This week
To waste people
is what I would
bandwidth?
like to call the calm before the storm, because today is October 1st, which means we have officially started the fall gaming
The calm before the storm of all of the games we get every year. In South Park.
season, the hardcore gaming season. And
Oh,
month
yeah,
that I like to call
hardcore.
October,
Call of
or this
Duty
month, or
hardcore
this,
games.
year, I like to call it Nopetober.
This is
Why
Wobtober,
is
by the
that?
way.
Well, it's because guess what, folks? There are no fewer than 6 major AAA release games releasing just this month, in addition to other things such as, I believe there'll be DLC, not DLC, excuse me, episodic game releases and the like. There's a lot going on in the month of October, all right? And I'm going to talk about it in a moment. But basically, number one, it's Broketober, because if you actually are going to attempt to play even half these games, you're going to be broke. And number two, it's Nopetober, because there's literally no way you can
If you spend $200 on games, you're going to be broke. Okay.
play all of these games at the same time. There's actually one day when 3 of these games release on the same date.
Wow, that's those
I know,
smarts.
folks. It's like these game publishers / marketers / whoever have no brains. Like, let's not actually.
They have no brains because their games come out on the same day. In his world, game developers should say, hey, we shouldn't put our game out on Tuesday because that other game comes out Tuesday. So let's put our game out 4 Tuesdays from now when no games come out. If that happened, literally a game would come out every week, and we still would have a bunch of overlap. A new game would have to come out every day of the week, the entire year, and we still would have overlap. I guarantee you more than 360 games come out a year. Maybe all not AAA games, but going by his logic, nobody can release a game at the same time because we don't want those poor Let's Players to have to make a choice on what game to play.
really try to space our games out. Let's all have all the big releases
He
released.
talk like they part of a fucking Illuminati group or some shit. They don't give a fuck about each other. You think the people that make South Park, like, oh, we can't put our game out that day, Assassin's Creed come out that day, or whatever the fuck game come out that day, you don't give a fuck. It's their game. They're not affiliated.
on the same day. Pretty ludicrous in my opinion.
It's Mr. Ludacris.
So,
All right.
let's talk, because this week in particular is the calm
The
before
calm.
that gaming storm. And what I mean by that is, this week in particular, there will not be constant live streaming as usual. There will be constant video footage on YouTube, because I'm actually taking some time away this week. And I've been doing extended streams and extended sessions of gameplay in order to accumulate extra footage. So I'll have videos going live on DSP Gaming on YouTube while I'm taking this time away. All right. So let's talk. Let's actually get down to the nitty gritty of everything that you can expect this week. So you're not in the dark. All right. I will say this: month of September, excellent for multiple reasons. Number one, it was a great gaming month. Let's face it, it was a lot of fun, right? September really was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the month. Overall, YouTube pretty much stayed the same, meaning it didn't get better, it didn't get worse. It pretty much stayed level with where it had been in the month of August. Now, I told you, August was actually a pretty good month on YouTube. It increased from the slow summer, so we're just on par there. Streaming, just about where it was as well. It actually went down slightly when it comes to bits and cheers, but it went up in regards to tips, so it all kind of evened out. So September ended up being...
I like when he talks about streaming, he literally does not mention people watching him. He says it went down when it came to bits and shares and went up when it came to tips. He gives no fucks about how many people watch him. If 3 people watch DSP and he made $4,000 for 3 people watching him, he would be happy. He cares nothing about people that actually watch him. He don't care how many people watch him. He don't care if you watch him and give him money. No, he don't care if you don't watch him and give him money. As long as he get money, that's all he care about. He care about the bottom
just
line.
like August was, so we're keeping this momentum going, which is good.
You guys keep the money coming, which is good.
If you actually look at the games that were released in
Jeez
September,
Louise.
some good, but some not, kind of eh. Like, there wasn't necessarily games that brought out a ton of people who normally wouldn't watch my stuff. So I'm actually expecting in October to see hopefully an increase, because now we're talking the big AAA releases that everyone wants to see. But the big story
I don't want
here
to see
is
any of them.
Patreon. We actually hit the Patreon goal for the month of September. Now, isn't it funny? Back in August, I ran the same exact Patreon goal and we came way under. This month we hit it. In fact, this month we exceeded the Patreon goal by a bunch.
Because a small amount of people with a lot of money wanted it to happen. Not because it somehow became better the second month you did it. Are you like out of your fucking mind?
Typically what happens is every month people pledge, but when they pledge, usually there's about anywhere from 10 to 20 people whose pledges get declined, which can amount from anywhere from like $50 to $200 in declined pledges. This month we had 3 declined pledges, totaling about $15. That's a big difference, because typically, you know, what I see on my Patreon page is, oh, did we hit the goal? It might not be. This month we were actually over to cover for those people who would be declined, and then they ended up not getting declined. So thank you, everyone. Your support was overwhelmingly positive this month, and that means we are doing the Halloween Horror Marathon. In fact, by the time I'm filming this video, I've already sent out messages to all of the September patrons in regards to information that I need from you in order to get your forum accounts upgraded on thekingofhate.com so that you can start nominating games. Or if you already have a previous pledge and you're already upgraded on thekingofhate.com, you can already start nominating horror games for the Halloween Marathon right now, and I recommend you start that, because what I'm going to be doing is having that thread open from now until about 1 week before Halloween. Then I'm going to close that off, look at the games that were most nominated,
God damn
and make
it.
a thread that's going to have a poll of the most nominated games for the patrons to vote. They'll be voting for 1 week, and at the end of that week, whatever wins the poll, you know, will be the games played. Now, I'm estimating probably 3 to 4 games will be played during the course of the Halloween Marathon. That's what I did last year, and it worked out really well. Just some
His horror marathon last year was fucking awful. I hated it. I hated his other one too. His last 2 of them was really fucking bad. The one 2 years ago, he played Fatal Frame. He was bored. The people that was bored. The YouTube viewers was bored. Everybody involved was bored. He never beat the game. He never went back to it. His last one, he played random horror-themed games like Spooky's Jump House, whatever the fuck. The shit was garbage. I hated it, dude. And he had that shitty Deadpool costume on, which is basically a t-shirt and a mask. Yeah, people loved it, though.
So people are maybe wondering, gee, what game should we suggest? Hey, Friday the 13th and Dead by Daylight both released this year. I played them back when they were new releases. That were
Suggest 2 games that are the same that I played this year and already own. Wow. He not trying to finesse the polls at all, you know, by the way. He legitimately wants to play these games that he never went back to, that are basically fucking copies of each other. It's not that he already owned these games and he want to get paid to play games that he already owned and therefore spend no money. No. He really want to play those games on Halloween. You know, when I think Halloween, I think Dead by Daylight. It's the scariest game available.
were fun. That would be maybe fun to throw in there. Just saying, as like no.
Just saying.
That's just an example. You don't have to nominate that. I'm just saying that's an example of games that would be perfect. I'm sure there's horror-themed games out there that I have.
Remember when he was just saying people should vote for Danganronpa 2 for Patreon's choice because he beat Danganronpa 1, and then he played it and fucking hated it and wanted to rage quit it? Yeah, don't listen to what he tells you.
That people may honestly be playing, so there you go. Please start nominating games right away. I've already PM'd all of the patrons on patreon.com, so you should have the link to the thread if you qualified for it because you pledged enough in September.
If you qualified.
The second half of this celebration on Patreon is that I'm going to be doing a dressing up for Halloween during that marathon, and you're going to be able to vote on the category of costume.
He's not a clown, by the way, you guys. He only dresses up for money. He doesn't dress up for fun or entertainment value, so therefore he's not a clown.
That I'm going to be wearing. Now, that poll is not live yet. Reason being, I need to actually go out to the Halloween stores around here and see what's available. I don't want to...
Internet doesn't exist. You can't check online. You got to go to real stores.
Here's some categories. Celebrities, popcorn. Now I'm going to head in and see what they've got. In fact, there's a Party City that has a bunch
Party City.
of Halloween-themed stuff. And then there's two. One Spirit of Halloween, and I forget the name of the other one, but they always pop up around Halloween, so I'm very excited to go see what they've got this year. You'll want to follow me on Twitter or specifically on Instagram.
Fucking
which is also
God.
Instagram.com/they call me DSP. I'll be taking pictures of costumes that I think are notable. Okay.
Follow me on the fucking gram and wait for me to post pictures of Halloween costumes. Already have given me $5 and go to my shitty forums and vote on the costumes I took a picture of.
And posting them up there to maybe give you an idea for when I do make the category poll later this month, so you'll know what to vote for, okay? Now that's for patrons. It's exclusive to patrons.
It's exclusive.
That's why I tell people every month, dude, people who pledge to my Patreon, you guys are able to get in on so many different events and things. You're going to control the whole marathon and what I dress as in the marathon. That's awesome. So if you missed out...
They control something that's going to last 6 hours at maximum, and about 300 to 400 people are going to watch it. Amazing fucking power. He's not going to ever do it again until next year, and he's not going to beat any of the games he started. And you better hope to God the game is reasonably good, because if not, he's going to shit on it the whole time.
On the September goal, folks. Don't fret. There's 3 good goals actually coming up in the next 3 months that I think people...
Listen to these good goals, by the way.
I'm going to talk about them right now.
Nice snort.
I'm not going to jump the gun on 2 of them, but I'll let you know, for example, coming up, one of them is going to be a multiplayer event where I play all the multiplayer games of this whole season, probably in early January. And then another event's going to be a Christmas marathon where I play holiday-themed games, similar to the...
Show me a Christmas-themed game that's even worth 20 cents. The only Christmas-themed game I could think of that might be worth playing is Gex 3, and he's not going to fucking play Gex 3. No one's going to even nominate that. He's going to end up playing like a fucking Barbie game or some shit. That's going to be garbage. Also, Christmas-themed games. Because fuck the people that celebrate other holidays, right? Wonderful. And the fan-based bullshit thing that he's already done like 3 times. Give me $5 to play with me. He did that when Street Fighter V was relevant, and it was so fucking dead, I was able to join a lobby because he opened a lobby to everybody because nobody wanted to play. Why would he do that again? Nobody cares about that. Every time he do the fan lobby bullshit, maybe like 8 people actually play it. Nobody really wants to do that. People don't want to do that. People are scared to do stuff with this dude online because they know they're going to get trolled. Somebody's going to look him up on PSN or find a Twitter account and say, oh my God, you're a Phil Fed? Why would you give him money? He's bad at games. They don't want to deal with that. Every time we do the fan appreciation, no fucking fans join it. I would be shocked if he did fan appreciation and literally everybody that played with him was actually a person that gave him $5. I would be fucking shocked. You know that's not going to happen. He think that's a good goal, even though he's done it multiple times and it never worked out. When he say a good goal, I assume he mean, well, people funded it before, so maybe it'll get funded again. Isn't that what he actually considering the people that liked it and the people that actually participated, as in the people that joined the stream?
Halloween marathon, okay? So those events are coming. But
the Christmas goal is going to be shit.
Goal, and I have not set this up yet on Patreon. I will when I get the chance, more than likely when I come back from my time off. But the goal is going to be this, ladies and gentlemen.
He can't type up a paragraph in his Patreon until after he take 4 days off. He could have did that tonight.
Me playing PlayerUnknown's Battleground. All right? Now, it's going to be a marathon, probably 6 to 7 hours of me trying out this game.
I'm going to go into this before I let him finish talking, and then the video will be done after this, basically. This Battlegrounds thing is so fucking lame and so bummy. Give me $1,200 and I'm going to play the most popular game on Twitch and the most popular game on Steam. Give me $1,250 to play a game that I said looked like a generic third-person shooter. When he saw Battlegrounds at E3 for the Xbox press conference, he was probably thinking a game played like Uncharted online or some shit. He doesn't know anything about the game. He still doesn't know anything about the game. He's not going to know anything about the game until the day he play it. He's not going to learn it. He's going to be bored. Watch him play Fortnite. He got Fortnite footage that he just uploaded today. Watch him play Fortnite. That's gonna be his experience of Battlegrounds. And if you play on PC, he gonna, is gonna have voice chat memes, and he gonna mute that immediately. So that's gonna last the first match. And if you start getting trolled, it's gonna be like World of Warcraft, where he's gonna actively try to dodge getting trolled. So he's not gonna get trolled. He probably won't get stream sniped more than the first 2 matches. He's gonna turn off the mic ASAP, like fucking Ferg. And he's gonna play a game that he's not interested in. He's not interested in Battlegrounds. He said himself he's not interested in Battlegrounds multiple times. He only gonna play it because people say they want him to play it, and because he see it's popular. So he wants $1,250 to play the most popular game on the internet right now. So he can get paid while he plays it, and he's gonna get mad fucking views. And he's probably gonna get mad new followers. So give me money so I can double down and make even more money and get new people to follow me that might turn into more money. And then I'm gonna upload the videos and make even more money. He asking for money to play the most popular game on the internet right now. When he first started Patreon, it was Minecraft. Okay, Minecraft was popular, but Minecraft wasn't a fucking dynamo when he first did his Patreon. Then after that, it was like Persona, Yakuza, it was shit that people wanted to see, that was interesting, maybe a game he wanted to play, but it wasn't give me money to play the most popular game on the internet. He wants $1,250 to play a game that he's not interested in, that he said he wasn't interested in a game that's going to make him a bunch of money anyway. And he think this is a good goal, and he think this is legit, and it's on the up and up.
Here's how I'm doing. I would love to play it on console. It's supposed to come out by the end of 2017 on the Xbox One. It's already been...
That game is going to be garbage on console. It's not even finished on PC yet.
That being said, okay, it is huge on PC, like ginormously huge. Everyone's playing this game on PC. At one point, it became the biggest game on Steam being played. And, that's huge. On a daily basis, there's thousands upon thousands of people playing.
This is literally... I'm playing the game because it's popular, but only if you pay me first. So it's not even shilling in a normal way. Well, I'm gonna play it because it's popular. It's not even that type of shilling. It's double shilling. I'm playing it because it's popular, and if you pay me. He think he is fucking important, and his time is this valuable, and people let him get away with it. People influence this fucking behavior.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And people already said, Phil, you missed out that you're not playing this game.
He missed out. Okay.
We're going to do this as the monthly goal. If I hit the funding goal for this month on Patreon, right over here, I'm going to be doing a marathon of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds coming up. And it'll probably be late November.
He's going to fucking hate that game. Playing it 6 to 7 hours. I like Battlegrounds. I played Battlegrounds a good bit when I first got it. This was like maybe 2 months after release. Maybe a month after release. I played it a good bit when I first got it. I haven't been playing it lately because my setup don't work the way I want it to work right now. And I can't get my audio setup don't work the way I want it to work, so I can't play it accurately. This dude. This fucking dude. Let me rewind this.
Playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And people already said, Phil, you missed out that you're not playing this game. So, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do this as the monthly goal. If I hit the funding goal for this month on Patreon, right over here, I'm going to be doing a marathon of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds coming up. And it'll probably be in late November because that looks like a time when there's a lot of downtime.
Tell him playing that game for 6 hours, that's what I was trying to think of. Him playing that game for 6 to 7 hours, he's going to fucking hate it. He did not have any fun playing Fortnite. And people say Fortnite is a Battlegrounds clone. And it actually got more gameplay elements than Battlegrounds. He is gonna fucking hate Battlegrounds. In 6 to 7 hours of that game, I think for anybody, it's kind of a rough time, just because of the way the game designed. I like the game, and I liked it a lot when I was playing it, but I could not play it for more than like 3 hours at a time. It's not that interesting of it. It's an interesting game, but it's not. I don't think it's interesting enough to marathon, for 6 hours. It's not like the game got skills and classes or some shit like that. You get a dude, you hop off a parachute, you pick up guns, you kill people. That is not a game you want to play for 6 or 7 hours, especially if you don't already like that type of game. He doesn't like that type of game. Just like I said, he said he wasn't interested in the game multiple times. He said the game looked generic. And now he's going to give people an option of paying him to play it for 7 hours? That's how fucking greedy he is. And then he's going to make mad money streaming it. He's going to get mad views streaming it. And then on YouTube, he's going to get mad views uploading it because it's fucking Battlegrounds.
Time there's not, like, it looks like after, I think, like the final Tuesday of November, there's a whole week where there's nothing going on. So maybe that's a perfect time to do it.
He need a whole week of nothing going on to do one stream.
Okay. So that being said,
Okay. The
here's
next step, I guess.
If the game releases on Xbox One by the end of
Yeah.
or more, so I'll split that 7-hour session into half-an-hour chunks, and then I will export those chunks and upload them to my DSP gaming channel.
Greed. He can't stream and record because it works his CPU too much, and he's a fucking moron, so he doesn't know that he could stream with his GPU as the encoder. So congratulations, Dave. I should email you and tell you that, but you won't listen anyway because you're fucking stupid. But he streams and he has his CPU do all the work. He got like a fucking 980 Ti, I believe, which is way better than my graphics card. I got a 1060, and I can stream just about every game I ever played. I can stream at max settings, and I stream when my internet working the way I want it to work. I stream at 900p 60 FPS. Now I don't stream and record at a different bitrate and all of that, but even then, if you get a bad performance doing all of that with your CPU, if you offload half of it to your GPU, I think you would get a better performance out of it. Think you would. If I try to stream at 720/60 using my CPU, it's not gonna work. But if I stream at 900p, I can stream at 1080p, but it's gonna fuck up the quality a bit. If I stream at 900p 60 FPS using my GPU as the encoder, it's gonna work perfectly. Because the GPU is good enough to be able to play these games at 1080p max settings. If I was trying to play at like 2K or 4K, then I'd have a hard time. But he too fucking dumb to do that. And every time people give him advice, they say use I forget the name of that NVIDIA program, but they say to use that NVIDIA program. Nobody says use your GPU as the encoder, which is an option he has. It should work with the 980 Ti. But whatever. That's my little bit of advice, so somebody fucking forward that to him, I guess, and tell him to do it. Besides that, oh yeah, he gonna stream it, not record it, and make highlights and upload those highlights to YouTube. 30-minute chunks and just upload them to YouTube. Greed. Pure fucking greed. And he actually referred to this as more work.
It's probably going to take time, it's going to be work, but
it's gonna be work. Let me show you how easy it is to make a highlight on Twitch. Make sure to go to twitch.tv/almightytevin for top quality fucking gameplay and amazing emotes, like a little camera here. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make a highlight. Go to my channel, go to videos. I need to delete these because the stream didn't work. Oh yeah, because people showed up late. Sorry. You go to my channel, go to videos, alright, and videos, alright. I click this, a highlight, alright. Wait for some loading. I don't know if this is because it's Twitch or this is because it's my internet being fucking stupid. So this might be a while. Yeah, it's my internet being stupid. Jesus fucking Christ, cock. She sucked massive dick. And not in a good way. Look at this. Look at this. This is embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing. It's not loading anything. It's telling me nobody's streaming. No channels you follow online. Thanks. Let's try one more time. There we go. Okay, so I'm on my video, right? Oh no, that's not it. You click highlight, then it take you to another screen. It's really not gonna load this, huh? I could have proved this point and been done with this fucking video by now. Alright, jeez Louise. Let's try another video. He's being really fucking annoying right now. I really hate when the internet act like this. This is gonna take no fucking time to do.
Can she fight?
No time to do. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Really? It's just not gonna load it. It's not gonna load the highlight page. It might be something wrong with Twitch. I don't fucking know. But this is kind of annoying. I could edit this out, but that one, no. No, not doing that. Sorry. Sorry, Baba. All right, fuck it. I give up. Cause that's way too fucking aggravating. But basically, you go to your video tab. That's the work right there. You gotta wait for it to load and hope it works. You go to you click videos. You go to your video setting. You find your highlight. You click highlight. You literally drag a yellow ball around from the front. You drag another yellow ball around, and then make the back end. And then you have a highlight. It's that fucking simple. I got highlights on all my channels. You can all videos, click highlights. Add your highlights. Got the Tour Long and Chill got the Parasite Eve Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 there. That's not the whole thing. Got the Spiral the Dragon shit there. Taking matches. It's highlights. It's very fucking easy to do. Dave thinks that's gonna be work. Work. This motherfucker call everything work.
I want to do PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. I want to do it as an event that I'm going to do in November when there's a little bit of downtime. And it would suck if I have to hold up the entire event because it's still not out on Xbox One, alright? So, it'll be on Xbox One if available. If not, it'll be on PC. That's going to be in late November. That's the goal for this month, alright? So that's cool. I mean, how many games have I played as a result of a patron goal being hit that in the past I never did? Right? Minecraft, in particular, right? I believe Undertale was one. Entire franchises like Persona, Yakuza, games that I never even knew anything about, and then I tried them out and ended up doing ongoing playthroughs in the series based off of these games. This could be another one. People have been telling me so much, you gotta play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So I'm gonna be checking that out. If I hit the funding goal this month, it'll be a special event. Alright? Fair enough? Okay. Alright, folks. So now that we've got all the patron celebration stuff out of the way, FYI, these past few days, like I said, I've been storing up videos. In particular, stored up, I have right now 2 sessions of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. One, I actually was playing against viewers. It was a viewer lobby where viewers came and challenged me for a good 4-hour session. The other is an online session of ranked multiplayer that I did last night that did not go so good because the game
Okay, so this is the actual... Wait, let's do this first.
Crap, everyone's playing the same character. Everyone's playing Gamora with Reality Stone, and everyone's doing exactly the same attacks and pattern with Gamora. You can pretty much tell someone watched a tournament, and everyone bit off of the gameplay of the tournament, and it's pretty much unbeatable at this point. You can't block the stuff with Gamora that's going on. It's too quick, and the mix-ups are too fast online to actually block, and it becomes unbeatable.
Listen to this crybaby. With his fucking mustache, you need to trim his mustache like falling over his lip and shit. It's really distracting when you notice it. What a fucking baby. Jesus Christ. Oh, people do the same combos. You mean to tell me people actually like found some shitty meta game and everybody using it? No way, that never happens in the fighting game, right? Right, Mr. Use DJ in Street Fighter 2 and just do anti-ass the whole match and throw fireballs? Oh. But that's skill, right? Okay. Anyway. This video ain't been that long. I thought it was like fucking 4 hours or something. I think we pretty much done here. Yeah, I went over the last month of Dave antics. besides his gameplay, which I can't really take a lot of his gameplay nowadays, TBH. But make sure to help him out and be nice to him, because he's going through this terrible thing that he can't tell you about. But he's very transparent, and he loves you guys, but he needs time away from you. But he loves interacting with the chat, but he needs time away from him. Remember 1UP boxings? I guess 1UP dropped him. Because remember he was doing 1UP boxings? He started doing them, and then Loot Crate dropped him. And now he's not doing 1UP boxings. He ain't doing 1UP boxing in 2 months. So I guess 1UP box dropped him. So somebody join his chat and send him 20 bits and say, hey Phil, what happened to the 1UP boxings? Did they drop you? And see what he say. They definitely fucking dropped his ass. He wasn't making him any money. And it was a fake bummy Loot Crate anyway. So yeah, he lost his other sponsorships. That's good. He do a bad job selling stuff anyway. But I'm done for this video. See you in the next one, 95,000 G. The hashtag is going to be hashtag, this is exactly at the end too. That's not the way I'm supposed to do it. Hashtag is going to be hashtag support. And you can talk about how much you like playing Mercy in Overwatch, or you can talk about what you think DSP issue is, even though apparently everything is not the issue. At this point, it's got to be aliens threatening him in his sleep and told him they're going to steal his house. Because he say his house not going to get demolished. It's not nothing to do with taxes. It's nothing to do with him. It's nothing to do with you. So the city's going to take his house, I guess, because they don't like his videos. I don't fucking know. I'm like 5,000. I'll see you in the next video. I don't know when that's going to be. And I need to go back to playing Fear. Yo, my hair look fucking purple. Is this lighting? I might not have had it next time I record a video. Because I really don't like going to the barbershop. I don't like being bald. And I don't like having, like, a mess on my head either. So I'm stuck in a pretty bad place right now. But I'm done. Grading into a video, I know. I'm a fucking professional.